Popeye the Sailor is technically a Betty Boop cartoon, but she is barely in this. She does appear as a hula dancer, but this is primarily about Popeye the Sailor and Fleischer's first foray into animating Popeye the Sailor Man. This was released in 1933, directed by Dave Fleischer and Seymour Kneitel, and Popeye is at a carnival. He is, of course, displaying his fantastic strength. He goes up on stage and hula dances with Betty Boop, but then Bluto comes along and kidnaps Olive Oyl. Will Popeye be able to save Olive Oyl? The chase is on. There is a train involved. Time is of the essence. I really enjoyed it as an introduction to Popeye. It's obviously not my introduction to Popeye, but looking at it as an introduction to the character, I think it's action-packed. It's got the fun of the fair. Bringing in Betty Boop as a recognisable character meant that there was already an audience for it, because Betty Boop fans would want to watch this. But interestingly, around this time, Betty Boop was becoming less popular, partly because of, the code coming in and certain things being a lot more limiting. So Fleischer needed a new character, and Popeye came along and kind of fitted the bill here, and blending the two together for his introduction I thought worked really well, paving the way for the future of Fleischer Studios with Popeye as their new character. And I really enjoyed it. I thought the animation style of Popeye worked really well as they lifted him from the comics. He's very recognizable as Popeye. It utilized what went on to become the popular Popeye the Sailor Man theme song, which I love. And Bluto as a character, we very clearly get a strong introduction to who he is as an individual. He is a brute, and he is happy to manhandle women, namely Olive Oyl. I really thoroughly enjoyed it, and I thought it worked very well. William Costello voices Popeye, and Bonnie Poe voices Olive Oyl. Bonnie Poe has previously voiced Betty Boop, so I'm going to assume that she voiced Betty Boop in this. Yes, according to IMDb, she voiced Betty Boop as well in this particular cartoon. I really enjoyed it. It's definitely made me want to explore Popeye cartoons in more detail, because I think it's a pretty strong introduction, and yes, it's obviously marketed as a Betty Boop cartoon, and I think that was a smart idea. I think that worked well to introduce Popeye before they launched him as a character with his own series in his own right. Popeye the Sailor is definitely one that I would recommend.